Hello and welcome to a re-record. So I wasn't happy with my previous video. The music was too loud. I didn't sound balance it properly, and I went into recording and not really ready to record it, if that makes sense. So I've decided I'm going to record it again today. I'm going to re-record it. I'm not going to take the previous video down, but I'm gonna probably re-say like a lot of things that I said. Plus, this is a bit of a different build. So what I had before was an even earlier build. It was like a demo, but this is a playtest, and this is currently live now as of recording and releasing of this video. And I want to give a massive thank you to Megapop and Casado Games, um, for providing me with the key to this game. This game is fantastic. I absolutely love it. It's got a lot of potential going forward. Um, so this game is called Life Below. Life Below is a refreshing twist on the city building genre. Set beneath the waves, shape thriving coral reefs, revive collapsing ecosystems, and grow a living seascape in a heartfelt narrative by Rihanna Pratchett. You are the ocean's final hope. So what I just read is the Steam description. And when they say refreshing twist on the building genre, boy, is it ever. This game is so immersive with its core theme of the game. And by the way, apparently there's more content in this version than what I played previously, so we'll see. I have to start from scratch because my save did not carry over from build to build, so I'm just gonna start again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play for about 15-20 minutes, and I'm gonna explain things as I go along. So I should also mention I'm gonna skip through cutscenes. I have played the tutorial before on the previous one, so I'm mentioning anything that's new. But I'm actually going to skip over the cutscenes because you guys can encounter those for yourselves when you play it. It's currently in open public beta. It's not open beta, it's public beta, which you can apply to through Steam. And so what I really want to do with this video is show you the gameplay because that's what everyone is probably thinking. Like, what's the gameplay like? So first of all, I'm gonna just say what I think is really good in this game initially. This game is very smooth. It runs very well, very smooth. It's very immersive. It does the genre well. It does the theme well. The theme of you're building a city, but it's actually a coral reef, and your residents are going to be fish, and it pulls that off really, really well. And in addition to this, it's got loads of quality of life things already. So we'll just get into that. So if we look through like the settings, so we've got all of these kind of quality of life options, display stuff, probably not so much. Like quality of life focused. I'm just gonna set that to what it should be for me. And we've even got like cursor size, context specific cursors, edge scrolling. You can turn that on and off. Scroll speed. Uh, so this even supports gamepad. Accessibility as well, on-screen camera buttons, input cooldown. So this is actually pretty good. UI scale. This is the big one for me that I really like. Because I don't like a big UI in games. So I do pretty much every single game I will reduce my UI scale. So it's really nice to have that. And you've got all these different warnings you can turn on or off. And obviously you can remap loads of buttons. Is that Laura Epsom? They use lorem ipsum there. If you know, you know. Okay, so initially we just reclaim these. So the core game mechanic is that you have these sprites, and these sprites are your helpers, and they do jobs for you. So they go and collect resources, and they do jobs for you. So right now they're just collecting. They can reclaim. They can man structures. So let's talk about resources. So you've got 5 resources in the game for the time being. You've got core matter, then you've got pearls. So core matter can only be generated, as for right now, from sprout corals, which are these corals that can be placed only on certain places, such as this. So we're going to be creating those there. And so these are the only ways to generate them, as far as I can. Maybe they've updated it. I don't know. I mean, this is actually my first time playing on this build, so that might be possible. There's also pearls, which are just generated through structures. Same with growth essence. Core plates are crafted, and they use another resource to craft. Infused cores, I don't think I've encountered those yet. So obviously you can change the speed of the game as well. We have options here. This stuff that's grayed out, this is available, but I think because we're in a tutorial section, we can't really access those. You can also change like your camera setting as well, to view fish and etc. You can't see that well, but we've also got temperature and pH levels here. So you want to keep your ecosystem in the correct kind of range, and you can see here like our moon coral, which provides power. This will cause the temperature to go up by 0.1 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna build multiple of these actually. Just kind of link them all up. So you also have biodiversity. Now biodiversity is a resource that you gain by having residents, having fish. So once you've got everything all set up, let's priority this. Actually, you can also reclaim that. So once you've got all that stuff set up, then you can start looking to have more fish, for instance. And there's not just fish, there's like turtles and there'll be octopuses and things like that. And this all adds to biodiversity. So you also want to try and complete as much like the buildable area with corals as well, because that does increase something else. And the sprites are limited, but you can increase that limit. For instance, this wellspring, we will be able to increase sprites later on through that. You can also buy other regions. So the map actually did change since when I last played it. So resources are produced in these buildings, and it's up to your sprites to then pick them up and then take them over. So that's what we're waiting for now. Now, I've played many city builders before. Obviously, I played the big city builders like City Skylines, SimCity, back in those days. Those are more sandbox city builders. But this is more of a narrative focused city builder. So other similar games that this is similar to that you might have played are things like Avon Colony or Ixion. Although Ixion, I think, is more of an extreme example of like narrative based, but this game just does so well. Like it's so intuitive. The controls are what you would expect them to be. Like, see, for instance, I want to go back onto my reef. Just press home. So build one more clan. So let's build the clams together. And one other thing that it can't be understated with this game is how joyful it is to see certain moments. And this was something that I was praised Planet Crafter for, where there were these moments that you would encounter during gameplay, which were eureka moments, such as and the example in this game is like seeing your first fish as residents. Gail wants to introduce me to someone. Okay, so I got introduced to someone. We'll play the game. Complete the Lost Spirit quest. I'm skipping through this because I saw this on the previous build. Although I think when I stream it next, I will just start from scratch again, just to see if there's anything that's really changed. But this game is it's amazing. So I was talking about, it's got these moments where it's like just pride of like how you're seeing your ecosystem start to develop. And another one of these is just seeing how your reef goes from this to like a sprawling reef with lots of corals, lots of moving animals, lots of like plants and things like that as well. It turns into a proper ecosystem. So you can also research. So you have a tech tree in this game, and I mentioned that right now. And why I need to? I don't need to pound this. So this is a building that we're going to be building. It allows you to build a tech tree. Well, it allows you to research stuff. Later on, we'll have a crafting building that allows us to craft certain items, particularly laws, and laws are used to attract new life into our ecosystem. This takes a while to build. So your resources they have like a maximum cap. So that's something else you want to keep an eye out for. Let's build the craft. Build one essence coral. I don't think I have any more spaces for sprout coral just yet. But yeah. By the way, if you ever get stuck in this game, it's got a guidebook and a collection book as well. The guidebook explains a lot of the game mechanics as well if you ever get lost. So just to explain how power works in this game. So you see we have everything all on one grid. However, if I were to build moon coral here, it'll be on a completely separate power grid. So it works as you would expect from a city builder. You don't have to build any kind of cables or anything like that to connect things. They're just connected by proximity. Okay, study the growth. So we can also go through tech tree here. So yeah, this is the tech tree. It's they're called growths, which everything in this game is really thematic, really well done thematically. By the way, we got like all this grass around here. We might want to harvest some of them. So this grass is used for mostly lures at the moment. And you'll notice we have a way to craft, so we're going to just craft these now. So you can only craft as many as materials that you have. So it only shows you stuff you have the materials for. So we have sprite. Well, we can build one there and there. Okay, we don't have another moon here. So they'd actually kind of turned things around from when I played. But they've turned it around like very, very subtly. I want to say I was kind of like this. Although actually that is kind of how I. Okay, that is the orientation I'm in right now. So, craft sprite egg. So this is something we can do. So once we built these and powered these, we can then craft sprite eggs, and these will give us more helpers. So this is how you get more helpers. Let's also research this, because this unlocks housing, which is the next important thing. And he's about to tell us about it. She's telling us. By the way, the humor is pretty good. It's pretty good, the humor in some of these messages that you get from Pontus. He's not the easiest mentor. I'm gonna say he's not the easiest mentor to work with. So we want to build 3-hour good corals. So this is where I explain another system. So I guess this is like a gameplay review, and also a bit of a, I guess, a bit of a like tutorial. Not that the game doesn't do the tutorial phenomenally. It does do the tutorial very well. We also have like different views as well, and we can see what plots we have around. Okay, so we're building this. Okay, we need more power. We'll just build more power. I got the resource. I got the resources. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about what you heard about me not having resources. I've got it. I've got everything. So the house. Oh, I actually need to build another one. Quest demands it. So once you do have fish, you'll have an interface here where you'll actually be able to move residents over from one region to another. So that's really nice. So we're going to use laws now. These will call 10 of them. Carfin or fish. They didn't have time to fix that. It's funny. Okay, so we gain biodiversity because we have gained some residents. Now, they're not here yet. They're still arriving. There we are. Our first resident, a clownfish. So now we can see here that we're actually housing lives in the missing entry. We're now housing some clownfish. So let me explain the algae here. So I'm going to explain this because it's not, at this point in the game, it's not well explained. So you don't want to reach this. This is the point where if you've got this much algae, the bad things will start happening. Also special food. This fish icon is, if you have less algae than this fish icon, you'll start losing fish because they'll start starving. And then you've got this thing on top. So this is your current algae. If you get fish, this goes down. If you put more algae, it goes up. This game has such good vibes. It really does. So we can harvest seagrass, which we kind of did out of order. So you can also follow your fish around. So if we just click one of them, we can follow them. So we're following this one. You've got different camera options. And we can also follow sprites as well. So let's get back and just hit review. So this should cover everything so far. Although if you want to know more about this game, if you want to kind of dive more, because this has so many more features. This is my first time seeing this, by the way. This has so many more features than I thought it would have. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have some fun tomorrow. Yeah, wow. So yeah, we can upgrade. We can upgrade our main reef through research, and then once we do that, we can actually buy other zones, and we use biodiversity to do that. So I think that's going to be it for the video. I think I've explained the video enough, and hopefully the audio will be properly balanced. I hope I did a good job with it. So thank you everyone for watching. If you did like this game, please go and give it a wish list on Steam. That does help out the developers massively. And yeah, if you want to see more of me playing Left Below, I will be doing some streams of it once this demo is up. But I can guarantee you that once this game is available again, either if it's going on early access or like another beta or full release, I guarantee you're going to see me playing again. And so I would recommend subscribe to YouTube, and also follow me on Twitch. You can see it down here. If you want to see that content once this game is out. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much also to the developer Megapop, publisher Casino Games, and they were kind enough to provide keys to Games for Waves from Well and Dolphin Conservation, and I was one of the lucky beneficiaries of one of those keys. So I'll also give a massive thank you to Games for Waves. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you